Good morning. Happy Sunday. Just woke up. I slept overnight here at the Walmart in Zephyr Hills, Florida. Just made it to the Florida Van Life and Nomad Gathering, which is very interesting. So I haven't been filming much, but people keep coming up. I met Heather, who wants to live in this, and I was showing her around. And then I met Joanne and Raja, who are from Toronto, and they're over there. People here are super friendly, super cool, super kind. I'm like a little shy, I don't know why. I have to get out of my comfort zone a bit more. Yeah.
Jamaican on the go.
Jamaican on the go, awesome. What are you eating?
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Fries.
Nice.
Mayo.
Just mayo, okay.
Just mayo.
Nice. I got, I think I got the same thing as you, a vegetable empanada and some plantains in here. The camera has to see this. I just came back from the Van Life and Nomad Gathering, and it was super cool. Met some interesting people, saw some super cool van. So how I make money to help fund this adventure and fund my journalism work is tutoring students, helping them with their college applications and graduate school applications and interview prep and stuff like that. I was just meeting with a nurse. She's been a nurse for about, I think, 5 or 6 years, and now she's applying for the DNP program. So much fun and so cool to help her. Dinner for right now. Okay, just woke up, slept overnight here in the parking lot of the Walmart in Zephyr Hills, Florida. Just gonna run in now. Sending a lot of different emails.
As much of the diversity.
I completely forgot that I had this orientation with this medical school.
It's very high likelihood that they will be hitting on many of the other ones as well. Uniformly trained and
still at the Panera. I called Elaine Unterberger, Dr. Elaine Unterberger, earlier. She is a professor of public health, and she's also the executive director of the Florida Institute for Community Studies. Then I received a text message from one of the admissions directors of a medical school asking if I was gonna be there at the orientation. It was like an hour late to one of the orientations. It's like a whole interview week for the school. So there's an orientation today, then there's an MMI interview tomorrow. On Wednesday, I have an MPH orientation and then an MPH interview. And then on Thursday, I have a regular MD interview, which got rescheduled and moved around. So definitely my fault for messing up today, but it was very confusing. I felt very embarrassed. Something very interesting happened. So there were 2 guys in Panera sitting down for a while, dressed in scrubs. They were actually 2 sales people for Johnson & Johnson. They asked me, oh, why are you here? And I told them I'm actually from New Jersey, and I'm working as a healthcare journalist, and I'm working on a story about migrant and seasonal farm workers and their access to healthcare. We basically talked for like 30 minutes. And it was interesting because they have different political views than me, slightly different. I really think it's important to stop every once in a while and talk to people who have views different from your own, because that's how we learn, that's how we make this society kinder. Okay, I'm just making a burrito right now. Gonna heat up some beans. Here is dinner for tonight. I decided not to heat up the beans because I was too lazy. So it's just a cold burrito. I slept overnight here in the parking lot of Lowe's, still in Zephyr Hills. I don't know what's going on with Lowe's and Home Depot, but it's always these sorts of places where interesting things happen. Because last night, I'm parked right here. I don't know if it's this car or this car. It's like at 1 a.m. There's a cop here talking to these guys for a long time. I don't know what was going on, but that kind of woke me up. Okay, so I'm just practicing for my MMI. This is my first MMI. It stands for Multiple Mini Interview. It was established by a school in Canada. It's supposed to be a more reliable way for medical schools to interview you. Basically, there are different stations set up, and sometimes you have a task. Sometimes you have an ethical scenario. Sometimes it's just a traditional interview question. So it really varies. A variety of different interviewers to reduce bias. Right now, I am doing a little bit of research because there's this website that University of Washington's bioethics program developed, and they have a bunch of case studies there and advice for how to approach them. For example, if you're a doctor and you have to break bad news to a patient, how do you go about doing that? Things like that. So I'm kind of just doing a little bit of homework right now. This is my lunch for today. I have 10 minutes before my interview. So I don't have any paper. I think I really need paper to take notes. So I was just walking around like 15 minutes before my MMI. But I found this food store behind me and I went in and I grabbed some brochures and they're blank on the other side. So I'm just gonna use those to take notes. Just finished my MMI. So I finished the MMI. It was 2 hours long, so I'm feeling a little dead. There were some really, really interesting ethical dilemmas and role-playing scenarios. I think that's actually a really good way to assess who's gonna be the next generation of doctors. So post-MMI snack. Rewarding myself with the bubble tea. Say something, Lila. Say something. Animals. Okay, how do we throw it back? William, throw it back. My dad and my brother-in-law Steven, and Brantley and William are going to the Gulf Shore fishing pier. I'm just biking over to meet them now. I have my orientation for an MD MPH program, so I have to get changed right now. I think I'm gonna take it out here. Hopefully the Wi-Fi is good to me. I have no idea how to wrap a burrito. Got something close to a burrito. We're out of ice, so I just got some more ice. Earlier was an orientation, but now I have my one-on-one. I went to this coffee shop, got a coffee, but it's way too loud in there. I called all the libraries and said, do you have any conference rooms where I could do the call from? And they said, because they're so small, they don't have them. So I'm stuck. Gonna do it right here. What you don't know is I'm by the side of the highway and there are big dumpsters right next to me, but I think it's okay. So I'll just move the camera like that and we're good. Hopefully this goes well. I really want to get into this program. This is my little interview setup. That actually went super well. It was funny because I had these earbuds in and one of the earbuds like died on me, so I could barely hear. And then someone, I guess there's a golf course back here, so someone hit a golf ball and came looking for it. Crazy things happen out here during these interviews. Inside the fort. Hello. I just came back to the little condo we have here because I have an interview. It should be like one of my last interviews for the whole medical school admissions cycle. Definitely my last interview for this week, so hopefully it goes well. Honestly, this whole process has been really hard and daunting, but I'm incredibly thankful for it because I think it's made me much more aware of myself and of my interests and kind of where I see myself going. Okay, so I left my family in St. Pete this morning. I just drove about an hour and 15 minutes back to Plant City. Supposed to meet Noe. I'm gonna go to the fields with him, but right now I found a park and I'm just working on doing some writing. Can you tell us about yourself?
Hey, hi everybody. Yeah, as he said, my name is Noé Bautista Hernandez. I work for a not-for-profit organization called Redlands Christian Migrant Association. I'm actually the health advocate. I do a lot of advocacy regards to health on migrant farm workers. Our main focus is on knowing the conditions and the needs that there is for the migrant farm workers.
Awesome. Well, I'm super
yeah.
happy to be here and learn from you. Slept overnight in the parking lot of the Cracker Barrel here in Ocala, Florida. It's my first time trying out a Cracker Barrel, but as you can see, it is a very popular place. So sadly, my water pump broke. It keeps breaking, so I ordered a new one, but while I'm waiting, I have this setup going, which is not the easiest. It's a lot more difficult because this takes up space and it's super heavy to lift up, but gotta do what we gotta do. Just did a workout and a shower at Planet Fitness, and now I'm just gonna make some lunch. Right.
Rest easy, it's not.
Found Sophie and Joshua in Gainesville. Okay, so that's the end of this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing, sharing it, leaving a comment. I'd really appreciate it. And with that, I hope you have a super, super awesome, incredible day.